Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. That is because I'm having to re-record today's episode. I, very sadly, lost today's episode, so I'm having to do it completely from scratch now, and oh man, let me tell you, it's hard to schedule recording 2 episodes when you put yourself scheduling like, oh, I'm just gonna spend, X amount of time recording an episode, sit down, I feel it's all settled out. Nope, episode's gone. Audio problem, so I either had to use the footage that I did have and redub over it, or just re-record the episode, and I just decided to re-record the episode. I could have used the footage and dubbed over. That's something I have done previously. I've done it in other episodes before, but today I just wanted to re-record the episode. The episode itself, I feel, was not worth, redubbing. I felt I'm just going to completely redo it. And in which case, the most that you really need to know is that I did some enchanting stuff, and the most notable part that I can easily show you guys is that I was capable of getting an efficiency 5 axe. So, I also did some testing on wood breaking speeds. Sadly, an efficiency 5 axe with haste 2 does not insta-break wood. To my utter dismay, I was completely saddened by that discovery. I completely missed that. Wow. But either way, there is some work that I am wanting to do around the base here. Most particularly, there is a section of the base, it is a little bit of a ways from here as I have to dash all of the way down. But over at the central area of the base, I've been meaning to do some workarounds. Now, I was talking about how I wanted to do, not focus too much on working on the central area as much as I wanted to focus on the outer areas, but there is one area that really needs help here in the central area, and that is this. I built this some time ago in order for me to have, like, this winding path that gets all the way up to the higher levels, so I don't have to go up the water stream in the event I want to run up. But, water streams are just so much faster. But, either way, there is still this entire section down here that doesn't have a roof. Now, either I need to put glass over this whole thing, or I need to go through and put in a slabbed roof. So, based off of what I'm seeing here, looking at, why is there always an Enderman in this part of the base? Like, seriously, what the heck? I feel like every time I go to this part of the base, and where is he going? Okay, but I feel that I'm probably, because this doesn't look exactly very great, in my opinion, I don't really like the look of this, so I kind of don't want to put glass here. My goal is going to be to instead slab over this and then begin putting the pillars in, because having this be glass and the pillars coming down, I don't think would really look very good. So I'm going to try slabbing up the roof here, and then I'm going to try putting the pillars in so that this thing would be nice and finished. Alright, ceiling nice and up now. This already looks so much better. I'm not seeing the monstrosity that is the goddamn stairs above me. While if I still wanted to actually see that kind of stuff, I could still go here and see the large spiral. I feel it's more impressive looking through the windows here as you pass by it. But I feel that it's still viewable, but now it's not like this disgusting, like, behind-the-scenes monstrosity. So the ceiling is now, well, usable, I guess. In which case, now that I also look at this, I also kind of want to do a bit of a weird thing, in which I'm kind of wanting to cement this farm a little bit better, because my goal here was to actually begin, well, I might as well show you. So there's a log here and here, and then here and here. Basically go through here and put up some pillars, put some torches on them. Just get this place better structured out, because right now it's just a big open tunnel. I want to put some pillars through here so that way there's at least something breaking it all up. And I also still need to put the pillars up above. So I'm just going to quickly put the pillars up in this room. Alright, I put up the pillars down. This already looks so much better. Look at this room. Previously, just this wide open room, torches on the floor, put some pillars in. I also did some layering stuff. Here's the torches go up until we get to this beacon in the center. So I think this already looks so much nicer. This was probably the ugliest room in the base. It's definitely not the best looking room, but it's definitely not the worst looking room in the base anymore, I don't think. So this is already so much nicer, and I also have the little pen here for all of the mushrooms, so I can keep these guys on standby. But I still need to, as I go over here, build up to this area. I still need to put in the pillars for this area. This thing still needs pillars out here, because right now it's just open to the sky. And also, while I say that, let me break my way back down here. I also need to, heading all the way to this direction, this area doesn't have a roof still, so I need to put in a roof going all the way around the staircase, so that way there is something above my head. Something isn't finished until you put a ceiling on it. Now, that doesn't mean the ceiling is the finishing touch, but it's not exactly finished if there's no ceiling. Well, I guess there's technically something you could build outdoors, like a patio or something. It doesn't really need a ceiling. Either way, I'm going to begin putting the ceiling up for that and begin putting the pillars in. Alright, I put the pillars up now, so this already looks so much better. It's no longer just kind of these open gaps. I also did a few pillars over here, most particularly just this one, but there was several pillars going around this area that weren't fully constructed, so I just kind of did some of the smaller pillars, but now what I need to do is put the roof up over this area. So what I'm primarily going to have to be doing here is, I believe, just like this. And I'm putting a block over this, aren't I? Nope, I need to not be doing that. So, now what is basically going to be happening here is I just need to slowly move the roof up by half a block every time I get to one of these stoops. I guess I can technically, I probably should move it up by one whenever I get to one of these kinds as well. Yeah. Even though it's a bit weird. Nah, I'm gonna do it like this. Alright, after doing a little bit of filling out, I was able to get most of the roof up. There is still a bit that is missing just simply because I ran out of cobble, and I need to do something special in order to get more of it. So, I was able to fill out quite a large portion of the actual bridge, going all the way up here. Now, the major thing that I am missing here is the actual archway, because I do need to get a metric ton of bricks for this area. And I mean a metric ton, because this area needs so many bricks. Here, this is where it ends off, and over here is the intersection. So it ends right off at the intersection. So could get a little bit more, but it's close enough. But yeah, I'm going to need a metric ton of bricks in order to actually finish off the roof area here, which there's so many areas in my base that still need bricks. Egads, there's, I probably, next episode's probably going to wind up me getting a ton of bricks. It's been quite some time before I did a brick finding episode, but getting bricks is so hard. And I've basically completely completely dredged all the actual clay from anywhere remotely close to me, so that is not an option anymore. I would need to go so far out just to get clay at this point, and obviously you need clay in order to make bricks, so that's hardly an option at this point. Alright, so here's an angle of the base that I don't get too often. You can see a little bit of where it goes around the river here. There's the iron farm. There is the area that we just finished wrapping up for today, and the little villager area over there. I think that's looking pretty good. There's still, like, some stuff that needs to get done over there. Like, for example, that still right there is not completely supported all of the way up there. Obviously, that whole row over there needs to get finished. Like, that is... this is such a big area of the base, and it's so well hidden. I have to go all the way over to this area over here, which is an area of the base I almost never go to. This isn't even part of the base. This is the wilderness. It's just, like, I think the torch trail ends pretty close to here, actually. Like, if I run all the way over here. Yeah, torch trail ends right over here. Like, this is not that close to the base. Matter of fact, standing over here, mobs can spawn. Like, this is a pretty random location of the base. And, oh man, it's such a big part of the base, but you never get to see it because it's in such a random location. But, with all of that now nice and said, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. A lot of building. A lot of building. Oh yeah, there's... Oh, how's there a mushroom over there? How's there 2 mushrooms over there? How is there 2 mushrooms? I think it's a mushroom soup from these guys. But either way, that's what we're going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have anything you want to see me do here in the future, be sure to tell me. I always love hearing your guys' suggestions. And there's always a billion things that I can always wind up doing in this world. This is a sandbox game, so literally infinite number of ideas that are capable. But with all of that now nice and said, that's going to be doing it for today's episode. Oh yeah, I forgot I have floating trees out here. Very old floating trees. This is back before, this is back when leaves didn't decay. I completely forgot about these guys. But anyways, guys, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Bye. By the way, I know I said I was going to get clay. I'm not mining this clay. I'm not mining the natural terrain out here. I'm just going to... There's a reason why my base is suspended. I'm not mining it. And I don't want to hear any jokes about it either. I know the joke. Don't tell it to me.